Well, right now we're at the VEX Robotics World Championship. Throughout the season, people have been competing in various regional events, and the best teams have qualified to come here and compete to see if we can crown a world championship for this year's game.
And there are hundreds of teams here right now from high school and middle school that are really having a lot of fun competing to see what the best team in the world is, and everybody's winning today.
You've got the introduction to engineering, both mechanical and electronic engineering, systems and control. But through the competition as well, you've got the social aspects of the teams working together in partnership.
VEX Robotics is something we all love and we all work very hard at, and we get to share it with other people who we've never met before who really enjoyed the experience. Using Autodesk definitely helped the building process. It made it faster. A lot of times when you're building a robot, you just have a lot of trial and error you have to get through, and you wear down parts, and it's a really slow process.
By the time we were actually building, we knew all the parts that we needed. We knew which parts were missing. We knew how to modify the parts and exactly how they'd be modified, and we wasted nothing.
And the opportunity to engage with some of those technologies, to model in 3D, to animate in 3D, to actually bring things to life that they're designing, is just a natural extension of the things that they would be doing at home.
And we have a 3D printer at our school. It's very easy to go from design, concepts, and it's a full product. I mean, we have that benefit at our school that we can actually do that.
You have endless opportunities to create designs. You're not limited in any way.
I think what inspires people is knowing what they don't know.
If you're fearful about the future, visit a VEX Robotics competition and look at the quality of the children that are competing in these competitions, and you will no longer be afraid of the future.
It's something which they're interested in, it motivates them, and it engages their interest.
And at this robotics competition, it's all possible.
Without a doubt, it's going to take me places that I never dreamed.
Imagina, diseña, crea. Imaginación, creatividad, diseño.
Imagine, design, create for a better world.
We're here at the World Championship for the VEX Robotics competition, and we're here in Anaheim, California at the Anaheim Convention Center, and there are hundreds of teams here right now from high school and middle school that are really having a lot of fun competing to see what the best team in the world is. I'm Pete Buca, and I'm Vice President of Technology and Innovation for Parker Hannifin's Fluid Connector Group. Parker Hannifin's a large motion control company, and we're a sponsor of a lot of the teams that you see in some of these competitions. Autodesk products are the standard for our products around the world. We use Autodesk to draw all of our products, to manage all of our manufacturing, to do every aspect that we can with Autodesk. Children are taught how to read and write. They're taught how to express themselves verbally, right? But nowhere in school are kids taught how to express complicated mechanical ideas and solutions. There's no language for that at school. And what we come to realize this year in integrating Autodesk products, the Inventor product especially, into our team culture is that they need that. They have a way to create that's never been explored. And the Inventor tools will be a permanent part of our future culture in our team. And the kids will learn how to design things in 3 dimensions as easily as they can write a paper or give a presentation or even shoot a video nowadays. And we decided that the world needs to be a better place, that we need more jobs, more kids who understand how to create business, create value, how to solve design problems. And it's because of this kind of competition that this world will be a different place in 20 years. If you're fearful about the future, visit a VEX Robotics competition and look at the quality of the children that are competing in these competitions, and you will no longer be afraid of the future. It is in good hands.
Well, right now we're at the VEX Robotics World Championship. It's a robotics competition where 400 teams get to come
from all around the world and compete. More countries than ever here this year. It's really exciting to come to. It's really great to come to a place where everyone shares a common interest. VEX Robotics is something we all love and we all work very hard at, and we get to share it with other people who we've never met before who really enjoyed the experience. And at this robotics competition, it's all possible. I think 3D modeling is an incredibly valuable tool for myself, students, or professionals. We have a 6-week period where we don't have any build because we're working on another program, but Autodesk software allows us to design the robot, share ideas, collaborate with our teammates, collaborate with other teams, get feedback. Then when we're finally ready to go back and build the machine, we have a basic plan laid out and we can go and build from there. It gives us a huge head start. Without the software, I would be completely incapable of designing a robot. I am a horrible artist. I can't sketch anything. But one of the main aspects of Autodesk software is it allows you to actually model what it will be like. There's only so much you can do with a sketch, a pen and paper, a discussion. You miss a lot of the finite details. You miss a lot of the spacing issues, just the very important little things that make any robot good. And Autodesk has allowed me to make sure we cover every tiny aspect of the robot, so when we come into the lab and we actually build it, it works first time. Or if there are any problems, there's small tweaks and we don't have to go back to the drawing board. Without Autodesk, we wouldn't be able to do that. I think it's inspired me in the context that it allows me to work on what I love to do, which is design robots anytime I want. I'm not always at the lab, but if it's late at night, I have some free time, I get to go in and I get to do what I love to do, which is to design robots, to think about the problems, to sit there and stare at a screen for 2 hours, even just to get everything just right. And that kind of, allowing me to have that kind of time to think over things, go through that thought process, is really useful for creating things, trying out prototypes that you wouldn't normally try out due to time constraints. You get to try out in the Autodesk Inventor Suite. And that's where it's really sparked my creativity. Without Autodesk software, the robots you see in front of you today wouldn't be here. It helps me design robots, helps me design furniture, design houses. I love it.
It's our first time here at the VEX Robotics competition. We won the UK National Championship, which was the very first one that's been held in the UK, and as a result we are now here in California. The benefits of using Autodesk in the classroom. They have a suite of applications. Each one is very different, but yet they all link well together. Students can obviously move their designs from one application to another, so they can be static, can be animated. You could break it down and do a lot more engineering with the product. And I think because there are so many different options available to them, they can obviously go off in a tangent. And we've got a lot of students that like and prefer 3D Studio Max. Some obviously prefer the product design element, so they might use Inventor. Some are very good at obviously showcasing their work, so they might use Showcase to render their final designs. And with the advent of a lot more 3D printing, and we have a 3D printer at our school, it's very easy to go from design, concepts, and to full product. I mean, we have that benefit at our school that we can actually do that. It definitely has helped inspire the kids. They've got options in terms of what area of design they want to go into, whether it's animation, whether it's architecture, whether it's product design, industrial design, interior design, fashion design, and that range of applications gives them that opportunity. It just opens up a lot more doors for the student. I would definitely recommend it to other teachers and students throughout the whole of the UK. I mean, I think once Autodesk's presence is felt a lot more, and they make it aware that the student and the teacher can download the software for free, which I think is absolutely amazing, then I think you'll find everyone taking the Autodesk route and actually using all their software.
Hi, I'm Morgan Montalvo, and I'm a student and participant on Eagle Engineering, Team 1138, and I use Autodesk Inventor Pro 2012.
I'm Rudy Montalvo, and I'm one of the mentors for Eagle Engineering, Chaminade College Prep in West Hills, California. And I'm here, we're qualified for the World Championships for VEX, and we're here competing and having lots of fun.
So I started in freshman year. I started with Autodesk Inventor Pro, and I got started just teaching myself because no one had actually started working with CAD yet. None of our mentors really knew. I mean, we had maybe one or two that had competitive programs, but really no one who knew Autodesk enough to teach anybody. And I had got started on an online challenge, just teaching myself, and my dad and my mom both tried to help me out, and they had their programs for their work. So it was a little bit different. I mean, they'd be like, oh, well, in this program we do this, and it was like not clicking for me really. So I'd have to go through tutorials and things like that. But once I got started up, I realized that, hey, maybe they should learn it too while I'm learning it as well. And they can help not just me, but other people on the team.
So yeah, so part of it is she installed the software on our machines at home. Primarily she uses it, and we use it also for the robotics, but then we can see how easy, or I can see how easy it was to use it. I say we because my wife is also an engineer and she's using it.
I just think what makes Autodesk different compared to the competitive programs out there is that Autodesk is very geared towards the new generation, the younger people, people who are students or middle schoolers, high schoolers, college students. They make it very accessible to any kind of student anywhere, and they make it very easy for students to learn. I mean, it's a very visual program. It's very easy to grasp. They have tutorials. They have everything out there that students need to get started, and I think that's what really makes Autodesk stand out to the competitors. As a student, I can say that it really helps when a company reaches back to the students and is always there for you.
Autodesk has been around for a while, and now they're taking all of this information and they're bringing it to new levels. And again, it's the creativity with the new machines, the database of information in Inventor that we can put to these new machines and come up with designs, again, that cannot be done with traditional methods.
This idea that CAD and prototyping and all this digital work is transforming how we're manufacturing products and how we're imagining different things that we can create. I mean, it's completely transforming our culture in the right direction. There's so many people who just think, oh, they just make it in a factory, and they don't realize the core of what that is, and that they can be part of that too. They can be part of this amazing future that I think Autodesk is really inspiring.
I'm trained as a design technology specialist, and as well as being assistant headmaster at junior college, I also teach technology to my middle school students. We're implementing it currently at a very introductory level with graphic students, where they are able to realize ideas on screen in a 3D environment, mainly through using software packages like Inventor. My VEX Robotics students use Inventor as well to help visualize designs that they create. It's wonderful for prototyping, and the parts catalog is invaluable as it allows very quickly designs to be created on screen in order to hopefully provide a winning design. You have endless opportunities to create designs. You're not limited in any way, and I think it inspires students to use the software, and I know many of our students will follow their passion on using Autodesk software into careers like engineering.
We're in Anaheim, California at the VEX Robotics World Championships. I think that partnership between VEX and Autodesk, what it does is it actually brings two digital technologies together. And as a result of that, I think it provides an inspiring, motivating curriculum experience, both within the curriculum and outside the curriculum, that children can get involved with. Their experiences of using technology are everywhere. And the opportunity to engage with some of those technologies, to model in 3D, to animate in 3D, to actually bring things to life that they're designing, is something that is just a natural extension of the things that they would be doing at home. I think the benefits of the consumer products, particularly on iPad, is the accessibility that they provide. Easy access, particularly lower down in the school system, younger age pupils, it provides them with an easy way of engaging with those technologies. I think in terms of inspiring students, you only have to look at the way that the students gather around some of the Autodesk products on the stand and the length of time which they take there. It's something which they're interested in, it motivates them, and it engages their interest. So I think the opportunity using these technologies, using this software, is something which actually brings the curriculum to life in a very real way and prepares pupils that want to go on and work in those industries with skills and knowledge that prepare them perfectly for the future.